Hello, test. That first one was a test.
Woo! The #1 live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.
Yo, what's up? It's that time again. It's Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, right on the dot.
Yeah.
Maybe 8:01. It's all good. Coming to you live from Compton, California, Pigs Studios with a hard Z.
Hard setter.
Every Tuesday, we're live at 8. All you have to do is follow the street vendors, and you'll find us.
Electrolytes, orale!
They get started
Super
early on that,
Suero.
Not sponsored yet by Sweatowickies.
No. There's a lot of good street vendors out here. There are. I'm not, I eat it. Look at me. I eat the vendors. I eat the street vendors. Not the vendors themselves, but the tacos.
By the way, if you're just joining the conversation, we were talking right before we went into this. We were talking about street vendors right before we started. There was a heated argument.
About
And
No, it was not a heated argument.
And there was a line divided in the table, Johnny. You were there.
Yeah.
Tables were thrown.
I am open.
Tacos were
I am open
hurled.
to learning, and I am open to, just saying what I know. And then when someone knows more than you pay attention.
Sure.
You listen, you learn, and then you start, putting it together and going like, all right, there's different views, man. You don't know everything. Everybody out there, you don't know everything.
1,000%.
And if you're willing to listen, you're gonna learn something.
Earlier today, I was in Compton actually, and
Welcome back.
yeah, thanks. I was driving down the street and I saw on the back of somebody's truck, what was his first name? I want to say Walter, but that wasn't it. Where it said Walter's Watermelons, and it just had like.
That sounds dope, Walter's Watermelon.
And he had, I don't think that was it, but I think my version is way better. But he had like 30 watermelons in the back of this truck that he was selling. And I was like, yo, I bet you those watermelons are delicious. Like, if you're putting your whole nut on I sell watermelons,
They better be the
those
best.
shits better be delicious.
Right?
The best watermelon I ever had was out of Home Depot parking lot in Anaheim
Yes.
on
Hell
Brookers.
Yes.
The guy said, I guarantee it.
Yes.
He goes, it's $10. I'll crack it open here.
Yeah.
If it's good, juicy, you're going to give me 20.
Damn.
And I was like, I'll take it home.
How much do watermelons cost?
$10 for
No, how much at the grocery store? How much do they
probably
cost?
something like maybe like $2 a pound, $1.99. I don't know.
Costco's $5.99.
Oh, there you go. A
But this-
pound or just for a
But
watermelon?
I've gotten a bad watermelon from Costco.
Take that bitch back.
I've gotten bad watermelons from
I just
all
can't
over
take
the
shit
place.
back like that, bro. I've
Right
already
here.
fucked it up. Here,
Why the fuck?
I don't
Hold the
know.
fuck us. You're being a little bitch now.
Hell no, I would never take back produce.
Fuck yeah,
Are
that
you
shit.
crazy?
Fuck no.
You picked it.
Hold on.
You picked it.
Hold on. I picked that shit. I'm expecting that shit to be edible. I'm
But you
expecting that.
picked it.
It doesn't matter. I took that shit home. If that shit is disgusting, hollowed out, not right, I'll take that bitch back. I don't give a fuck. I paid good money to get something, and I got shit, and I'm supposed to deal with that?
Yes.
Isn't there like,
No.
an underlying agreement that you know that like, all right, you're buying fruit at your risk. If that shit's not good on the
What
inside,
risk?
right?
You better know
Them
how to pick a
motherfuckers are tagged. They're for sale,
better
Bro,
know
there-
how to
they-
pick
there's
an
like
apple.
there's like
Hold up.
videos on how to fucking
Right,
check
learn how to
them.
pick an
Yeah.
apple. Learn how to pick an apple, man.
What?
It's in your DNA, bro.
I've known I've sent you some of those.
No, I meant select, not pick. Learn how to select. an
Select.
apple.
Yeah, because we're not the ones doing the picking, right?
I've sent you those crazy videos with those hollow watermelons that are just fucking water and whatnot, processed crazy fucking food.
Or
so.
even the yellow ones now. But before we go on, we haven't
Yeah,
even,
yeah,
we haven't even
we're going
introduced
crazy. We're
our
going
we haven't
crazy,
even
man.
introduced our guest.
Yes.
Memo Torres, LA Taco. He does his own thing as well. You got to check him out. He's gone on a tour with all the best tacos around.
Yep.
LA. I just saw a video. He was at his rancho in Mexico, and he was talking about the whole making the tripas and just like
Yeah, Grandma's
everywhere.
90s, Las Mañanitas in Mexico.
Las Mañanitas in Mexico is what it was
That's how we were
called.
doing it.
He's been on the show before, and they have an event coming up this Saturday, BIRRIA Mania at Santa Anita Park. Gates open at noon. Make sure to go to BIRRIA Mania on Instagram. Get your tickets. They'll show up there. They'll be for sale at the door. There'll be lucha libre. There'll be some music. There'll be vendors, and then it's a battle for who has the best birria, chivo, and beef.
Oh, Oh man.
Chivo
Nice.
and beef. Yes, exactly.
What's your favorite?
Oh, I'm old school. I'm a Chivo purist. You know?
Oh,
wow.
man.
I grew up with Chivo, so
I did. I mean, everyone around me ate chivo, and I've never really been into chivo, except when I went to Pénjamo, Guanajuato last year. My cousins took me to a restaurant, and that's all they had. So it was eat or don't eat. And they brought it out. They brought out the costillitas, the maciza, all the stuff. And he's like, dog, just get a tortilla and get some.
what'd you think?
Do you know what? It was bomb.
Right.
It was bomb. It was bomb. But they even said like, oh, it's a cabrito. So now they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, you know.
I mean, you got to respect the Chivo. We would not have birria if it wasn't for the Chivo.
Let me ask a
Because
question.
the whole reason the birria was made is to, hide those gamey flavors of the Chivo.
But then sometimes you get a gamey ass fucking birria, and it's like, God damn.
And that's a fucking shitty ass birria.
Are
Yeah.
you telling me the football team is called the Goats?
Yeah.
Is that how did I not put any of this together in fucking all these
Las
years?
Chivas.
I had no idea
Yeah.
that these motherfuckers are the Goats.
Yep.
Ah, man.
And they're all Mexican. They have to be born in Mexico too on the soccer team
Yeah.
to play.
Well, and you got to be a goat.
And their colors are red, white, and blue.
I know what their colors are. I know all that stuff. I didn't realize they were the Goats, but that's it's good to know.
That's one thing. You can go into a restaurant, and I mean, majority of them have Latinos in the back, Mexicans in the back, and you throw out a Chivas. Oh, hey, your hash browns are going to be extra crispy. You might have an extra
Viva la
egg.
Chivas!
Yeah,
I'm like,
hell
oh
yeah.
shit, hook that guy up right
Yeah.
there.
Para la América.
Or they might be like, oh, this was clowning.
Sure.
So
You
they
better
have
be
that-
careful. You
you
can't
better
be
be
too
careful.
enthusiastic.
No.
You're like, oh, you trying to make fun?
Just order your
Yeah.
food and go sit down. No need to interact with the locals at all. You're asking for it at that point. Yes.
When I was saying when we went to Northern California a couple weeks ago, the hotel we were staying at, the break room was by the parking lot. So as you're walking out to the car, you're passing by the break room where like the maintenance people and the cleaning people were. And I didn't stick my head in, but I for sure was like, hey, you guys, like, I want to let you know I'm fucking with you, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I support you guys.
Right. So I did not just, in Mario's analogy, I did not just order my food and sit down. I involved myself very much
There you go.
in their day-to-day activities.
I mean, that was a little bit different, though. I mean, you're
and I
acknowledging
screamed,
them.
Chivas!
That's where you get a nutsack full of like flavor on your shit if they're the opposing team.
Yeah, you got to shout out to the guys in the kitchen. I remember like when I was young, and I was away at school, going to college, and trying to get something to eat right, and there was never any hot sauce or salsa, but I always knew that the fools in the kitchen had a little bottle of tapatio or Valentina
Sure.
back
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You know, I was
Look
like,
it
hey,
up,
you got any
man.
tapatio? They're like, what?
Yeah, no matter where you
Gotcha.
work, if they have a cafeteria or there's something going on, you're eating what they have up there for sale, and you see a worker, and he has something totally different that he made up in the back.
Hook that shit. Hook me with
He
that
had this,
shit.
this, and that, put it together. He made some fucking crazy ass chilaquiles or some shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Compa, caile. You
The
know?
last time I was at a spot like that, I asked. I was like, "Do you guys have any tapatio?" And I didn't even think they for sure gave me. Like when they like looked at each other, it was like, "Yeah, I mean, we got our bottle." You know?
Yeah. Those are always the best, bro. Those are always the best. Yanette Vasquez is on, and she says she's only here for you, Memo.
Oh, what's up, Janet?
No habla inglés, pero solo está aquí.
Esto es like, órale. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, you know what's funny about BIRRIA MANIA? This is our second year getting it on. It should be our third year, but it got canceled because of COVID.
Oh.
But you tell the taqueros, and the taqueros, I mean, they know lucha libre. They don't really know WrestleMania, right? So when they pronounce it, they call it BIRRIA MANIA.
Birria Mania. That's
So to me,
Mania.
it's not BIRRIA MANIA. It's BIRRIA MANIA.
Birria
Yeah, I
Mania.
like that.
Love it.
That's the official way to pronounce it from now on.
Okay, Birria Mania. That's how we'll announce it. But yeah, I went to the first one. I got myself because they had their taco ripping his shirt off like the Hulkster.
Yeah.
So I had to buy that shirt. I had to get
Yeah.
that shirt. I'm a big Hulk fan. I went, had some tacos, grabbed a brew, hanging out, man, and it was cool, man. And it's all the guys that you know from LA. Teddy's Reds are there.
Yeah, this year we got a different crew. Teddy's was the champion last year, so they're back to defend their trophy,
title, yeah.
their title. And we got a different crew this year. We're gonna have some funky shit. We're gonna have like tacos on cuco con birria de lengua, whole fucking cow tongue,
Oh, okay.
chop it up. We're going to have a birria estilo Sinaloa from La Cocina de Yesi. We're going to have the birria spot, which is right here in East LA, going along with, who else? Don Cuco, they both do Tijuana style. And then we got like Birria San Marcos from the Valley, which is one of my favorite spots. He's going to do Jalisco style, but it's a slightly different Jalisco style than Birria El Jalicense, who does the OG goat style. And he roasts that thing in his own homemade oven. So, you know, we got some good stuff. And also, a little wild card, Birria Lasagna.
Oh,
Lasagna.
shit.
Yeah.
I love me. I love me some lasagna.
We're going fusion. I want to hear that bomb. Where's that at? Yeah.
Dude,
there's like-
I love Italian food. Cause you know, eating like when we would go out to eat, my dad would hate to go eat Mexican food because he ate Mexican food every day.
yeah, fool, I'm not gonna go to a restaurant.
Yeah, nah. He's like, either gonna go Chinese or we're gonna go. And I'm talking about like Chinese.
Yeah.
Not Panda.
Yeah. No,
And then or
Italian.
Yeah, no, and birria is such a great protein to mix with all kinds of food. I mean, we've had ramen. Everybody's seen the birria
Yeah.
ramen.
Yeah.
I've seen it in egg rolls. I've seen it in a wok and birria lasagna now. So
I'm ready
I
for
know
that.
some of these vendors got like the grilled cheese, birria with grilled cheese
Oh, yeah,
sandwich.
yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. The birria is just so good.
And he's dipping in the au jus.
Yeah.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one. Shit.
So I think there's gonna be some grilled cheese birrias there too.
Okay.
The hitters are coming out.
Any
All
special
the heavy
guest
hitters.
judges?
Yeah, we got a couple judges. We got the comedian Jenny Yang.
Okay.
And then we got Erin Enamorado, who's like the famous, he's gone very viral defending street vendors out there. And I forget who the third judge is. Oh, Plan X, is Plant, what's it called? Plan X Plants? Or Land Plants? I forgot the name. Forgive me. She has her own plant shop. So Land X Plants, I believe, or something like that. But yeah, she's got her own plant shop here in East LA. She's kind of famous for like kind of bringing that vibe back to Latinos, and getting back in touch
and
with
stuff like
plants.
that.
Yeah. So we got those three judges there. It's gonna be fine.
We should get her on the podcast because I have some herbs that are growing out of my house that I know there's something because I've smelled them when I was a kid when they would make this.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck was that for? You know what I mean? I never wrote it down. That's the dumb shit that we don't do. You never write it down. You never like ask. You never take a photo.
Dude, I've been thinking. I got it. I got the idea off the internet or whatever. But of interviewing my parents and my siblings and just being like, what stories do you want to tell? You know, like what? Because there's a million. Off the top, I can think of half stories that I remember, like, you know, being told. It's like, you know what? And not even for me, for like the grandkids and for people after that. It's like, you know, let's.
Like my dad had a cure for Bell's palsy.
No shit.
Yeah. So I've had Bell's palsy twice. It hit me twice, and I got rid of it because I knew what it was.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to pay attention, you know. And so now I can make it. And it's funny because a cousin just came from Ensenada, and her face was a little Bell's palsy. And I was like, "You have Bell's palsy?" She's like, "Yeah." I go, "I got something for you."
I got it for you.
Yeah. She goes, "Yeah, your dad made it for me a long time ago when it hit me the first time."
I might need that recipe. I got some folks that get it. So,
Yeah. No, I'll get you, man. My dad always gave it away. You know what I mean? People were like, "Oh, how much do I give you?" And he would be like, "Look let it fix you, and then you tell me what it's worth."
Sure.
Here's $20, sir. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dog. Your face is worth more than $20.
Yeah.
But
You know,
but he would never ask for it.
That whole thing about like knowing remedies of plants is crazy. Like when I was just in Mexico, you were talking about that video I just had right now. I was in a rancho, and my family all grew up in rancho. They grew up in the fucking cerro. We'll walk around the rancho, and my dad's like, "Yeah, esta planta right here, we use that for like to cure this, and that plantita right there, we use that to cure like everything they needed. Like this, like our whole pharmacy was this fucking hillside right here." I was like, what the fuck? Yes, I gotta go document all that shit.
You do, man, because there's, like I said, there's stuff that keeps growing out in my backyard, and I'm going like, I remember this shit. I remember this from a smell. I don't know if it was for like a stomach ache or
Right. I don't know if we cooked with this. I don't know if it was medicine. All I know is this does something.
That does something.
This does something.
And
What
I
does
gotta
this
find
do?
out. And then when you go to the swamp meet and shit, like, you'll see that same herb. Some guy has them, and they sell them for like $50 at the pop. And you're like, God damn.
Like, man, I just cut
I
down
had
a bush
a
of this.
backyard. Yo, dude, more than a bush, a whole backyard.
There's a joke that my family tells. Like over there in the rancho, like in los pueblos, like you go to the mercado and there's all kinds of people selling stuff. Somebody was selling toys and fruit, and there's one guy that's just like has herbs, a bunch of little herbs tied up, and the guy's like, "Hey man, like, do you have anything there that cures laziness?" He's like, "Man, if I had something to cure laziness, you think I'd be selling herbs right here?"
But yeah, man, I mean, people make all kinds of money off that, dude. All them herbs and stuff like that, especially when they work,
Yeah.
Especially when they work. And I remember as a kid, dude, me duele la panza porque comiste mucho, güey. But there was always a tea, like, even oregano. Just make it into a tea, put a little bit of honey in it, boom.
Para la panza.
Yeah, it's for your stomach when it hurts.
When I was in Peru, when we were in the jungle, the lady was taking us around and showing us all this shit. And she was like, look, if you know what you're doing, the jungle will provide everything you need. Like medicine, food, all of that. It's all here, And she was like, if you know what you're doing, it's here. And then she like chopped this fucking tree and water came pouring that looked dry as fuck. She's like, yeah, like clean water. She was like, if you know where to get this stuff, it's everywhere. And it's like, oh man.
Crazy.
You guys know what's up. I mean, she was saying it in whatever indigenous language she spoke, but it was being translated to me. You know?
No, it's crazy because I just met someone at Michelada Rumble that does ayahuasca ceremonies here. And I was like, hey, I heard that she wants out. And he's like, yeah, she does. How do you know? And I was like, my boy told me because he's done ayahuasca a few times.
Yeah.
And he calls her babe, right?
Yeah, that's
But
babe.
it's a female. And he said that, you know what? I knew he was right because he was saying exactly what you said. He goes, I can never see her, but only
No
like
shit.
you can't look into her.
I've never talked to anybody.
He said that's why I knew.
That's wild.
That's what he said too. He was the energy.
Because like so the spirit of ayahuasca, I call her babe. Because she's my interdimensional space girlfriend, and it is like I never understood when people would say like the "I'm in love with Jesus" thing. Like, what do you mean you're in love with him? And it's like, no, I'm in love with her. Like, like I am.
Jesus is their babe.
She's babe to me. She's babe, and like I know she's beautiful. Like I know she is, but when I try to look directly at her, I see infinity. Like you see like the universe. But like out of my peripheral, I can see her, and she's beautiful. But trying to look straight at her, it's too much.
Is this a real person or something you see?
This is what I see in ceremony. Like that's what you go do ayahuasca to do is meet. I mean, that's not what you do it to go meet her, but you meet her. Like it doesn't. It happens to a lot of people, and I didn't know about her until afterwards. Until after I had seen her, I was like, yo, who's this fucking chick? What? And they were like, oh, you didn't know about the fuck. Spirit of ayahuasca. I was like, no, I had no idea. I was like, no, I had no idea.
That's crazy.
And that's why when I was at the Rumble, I was talking to my friend, and his friend does the ceremonies, and he said the same exact thing, that he could not see her, but off of a peripheral only.
No shit.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, that's what Johnny said. Yeah, he's like, oh, I do my. He even said, when you're ready, let's do it. I was like, God damn.
Dude, people go see the same shit. Like it's independent and not knowing about it, like you end up like, hey, did you see this? Like, fuck, yeah, like I did. How do you die? It's real. It's real. It's real. It's not just drugs. It's real.
It's not just drugs.
Yeah, it's not.
Real.
It's real.
What's the next big trend?
Oh shit.
Taco-wise.
Besides lasagna.
Well, I mean, that's crazy. Taco-wise, in LA, we've already had the Tijuana, we've already had the birria tacos. Do you see anything, or is it, we're just gonna stick to these? You know what I'm saying? You're out there, man. You got your.
I mean, we had the fried chicken trend, right? The Nashville
What?
hot chicken.
Oh,
that one blew up all over. You were having that shit in car washes in the valley.
Yeah.
And then I think the trompos came in, and then the birria just took over.
But I don't think the trompos really came in like the Árabe style. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people still go to like Al Pastor.
Yeah.
As a trompo, but they've never gone into like the other ones.
Like the shawarma and shit.
Yeah, but but done Mexican style, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that we were gonna have a big flour tortilla boom, and we kind of did.
I was hoping even bigger. I love me some flour tortillas.
So we did kind of get a little bump on that. Other than that, I'm not. I'm seeing. What I'm seeing more of is like some seafood tacos. Not necessarily like fish tacos, like Baja style, but I'm starting to see these cats come out with like some different style of seafood tacos from like Oaxaca, Sinaloa, of course.
I also thought Oaxaca was gonna make it really hardcore, but I mean they came in a little bit, and people were starting to talk about it. But
Oaxaca's kind of always been here. We have Oaxaca, California. They've been here like probably before most Mexicans have actually. So they've always kind of been here, but even it's funny. Like I'll visit like stands where it's Oaxaqueños. And they'll have like their tayudas and stuff, but it's just them. Like nobody really fucks with that. And I'll be like, why don't you guys like promote this more. They're like, oh, the white people here don't understand what the fuck this is.
Yeah, it's just for us. Man.
Yeah, like so they'll have like their own food and it's for them.
Yeah.
But which is a shame. I think more people need to respect
It's
it
so
and learn it.
it's so funny that you would say there's a Oaxacan restaurant right down the street from my house.
Yeah.
And there's only ever like fucking Mexicans in there.
Yeah.
And nobody else in there. I walk into the music stops. They're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, I just want some food, man. Like, it's good as fuck too, but it's like.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It is different.
I think pizza's having a moment in LA right now. I mean, it's not Mexican food, but I think of trends. I kind of see, ramen took off, pho took off. I think pizza is kind of getting in its own leg right now. Yeah, I think we're finally having some good pizza in LA. I gotta tell you.
I thought you meant specifically like birria pizza or something. But
that happened.
But just pizza as a general.
Yeah.
Just pizza.
Birria pizza came out for a minute.
Came out for a minute. It's still out there.
Yeah, but I mean, like
pizza and all that shit. But yeah, I mean. I think pizza. I went to New York and I tasted pizza over there. I'm like, could it really be that good? I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
It's different. It's different.
It's different. It's different. Yeah, for sure. You can find it here, but like most of the pizza here, like the dough sucks. And there's something about the climate and the bread that just makes it a little different. And then the sauce, they make it a little different over there too. The cheese has like just a slight little funkiness to it. Over here, it's just like mozzarella, just straight white cheese. So yeah, it's a little different.
Okay, how about you went to where did you get a pastrami?
Oh, I went to Katz.
Katz.
Yeah.
I love pastrami, bro. How different?
Oh, my God. I would say that pastrami was the best pastrami I've ever tasted.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's and Langer's isn't far behind. All right, Langer's
but
isn't
it's
far
still
behind. It's still behind.
When I hear it's not far behind, you're still in the back.
Oh, so the silver medal, medal, you tell me, not that far behind?
It's a good second. Langer's has better bread, though. The bread over there sucked for the pastrami, which I was surprised. I thought the rye bread over there would be way better. But, the Langer's bread. If you could put the pastrami meat from Katz in the bread from Langer's, you'd have the perfect fucking sandwich.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So I got fucking gold medal meat in New York and gold medal bread in LA.
Just take it. Take some bread out there.
Put it in a fucking Ziplocky.
Yeah, vacuum seal it up to get it on.
That's how I brought like 6 kilos of
oh shit! Don't talk about this on the podcast.
No, I brought 6 kilos of what kind of we were talking about earlier. The cooked with limon.
Carnitas?
No,
tasajo?
No.
That's jerky style.
Oh, cecina.
Cecina.
Yeah.
I brought 6 kilos of cecina in my luggage. My sister, my grandparents were from Pénjamo, Guanajuato, and my sister, she was the one that went with the more, than we did, and she grew up a little bit more over there. And she was like, "Oh, bro, bring me some cecina." I was like, "How am I gonna bring cecina?"
Yeah, how do you think I'm gonna do that?
How am I gonna do customs? And she's like, "Just go here, go there. They'll zip block it for you. They'll seal it and blah blah." So I brought it. She was happy as hell.
6 kilos?
And they were ready to go too, huh? They
knew.
Cool, yeah.
They knew. People do it. I was like, damn.
Like, well, you're not the first one. I'm not asking you to do something new.
Now, they have cecina here, like.
But it's something about theirs, and you know how people
is
are.
it that much different?
I don't know.
They got pastrami here too.
I don't know, but you know how people are, especially when they grew up on it. See, that's with me. When the majority, this is just my opinion, when the majority of people go, "Hey, this is the best burger spot I used to go when I was a kid," it's not.
You just remember
it. Just remembered. You grow up there. It's nostalgic. Because I'm gonna go there, and then fries are gonna be whack as hell or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something that you did as an adult, and that it's not like connected to you and your dad going or this and that. And then you'd be like, "Oh, this spot's bomb. Okay, let's go check it out."
Yeah.
That's when it has.
Because I'll swear up and down, Pumpin' Taco is the greatest food in the history of the world. But that's because I ate it when I was 8 years old. You know, there hasn't been a Pumpin' Taco around in fucking decades.
I remember there was one across the street from Anaheim High School, Pumpin' Taco, bro.
Pumpin' Taco is the shit.
That's way back when. Yeah.
Hell yeah. We have Luis Lara here. He's asking about adobada versus pastor.
That's a good question. So adobada is from Tijuana. You'll also hear it kind of in like Sinaloa. Mm-hmm. It's more of a border reference to al pastor. Al pastor is more DF. Same thing, right? It's pork meat. It's marinated. It's on the spit, on the trompo. But the flavor profile changes a little bit, which you'll see more in like the TJ style ones, and you'll recognize it by the color. Right, I'm trying to look back like I'm going to dress Luis, but it's just a TV screen.
Well, he's on there. He keeps.
But yeah, the adobada, you can notice which one is the adobada because it usually has like a redder tint to it. Now, adobada is just Spanish for marinade. It's marinated.
Oh shit!
That's all it is. Adobada is marinated. Al pastor is a specific trompo with that marinade. And if you notice, like the F style one, which is kind of the OG style, it's browner. It's more just like a flavor profile, while versus the TJ one, it's the redder because they use achiote, which is the same thing they use for cochinita pibil.
For what?
Cochinita pibil, which is a pit, what do you call it? A pit roasted pork marinated with achiote seeds,
God
spices,
damn, that
and
sounds
oranges.
delicious.
Yeah, it's fucking
That's
glad I
that's come
asked.
out newly. That's come out recently.
yeah, cochinita
popular?
pibil. There isn't a lot of good spots. I wish there were more, but like, there's probably about 6 that are my favorite. I should probably put them on a list and publicize them. But yeah, there's not a lot of cochinita pibil. And anytime I've written about a cochinita pibil, fuck, people are just like, where? Like, where can I get it?
Yeah.
Tell me where. So, but yeah, that's the difference between adobo and el pastor. Adobada and el pastor, yeah.
And then he says the next big thing, flautas.
Flautas, they've been around. I mean,
They came out for a little bit. They
Yeah,
because they
I-
even had that one like Taco Bell version, like the rollers,
they sure
Rolitos
did.
or some shit.
yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did see that.
I was like, what the fuck?
And yeah, Los Dorados, and there's a bunch. All of a sudden, a bunch of them came out with the Mexico style with the cups. They put
Yeah.
the crema stuff in the cups. They're out there. It'd be tight if they become a next best thing. I think it's a good hard shell taco. It's easy to eat. It's convenient. It's finger foods.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. When we went to Lucha Libre at Tijuana for Crash, we had a great time out there. And they had these cups with big old ass chicharrones hanging out and shit. And that was bomb. It was good times. Good times.
Somebody asked about have I had 901. I'm actually going this Sunday. I'm probably gonna hit it up this Sunday. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cochinita. And he'll have a
Cochinita.
video of it.
They have some funny videos. They don't have a big following right now, but yeah, they got some funny videos on there, and been talking to them. I'm gonna try them out.
Who's the guys that did the Black El Pastor and the Evil Cooks?
Evil Cooks.
I remember seeing them years ago. We had them at a Michelada Rumble. They did our VIP. They weren't doing all that stuff at the time, but then now I just see them going like bonkers. They did like an ice cream trompo. They did
Yeah. You know what? Evil Cooks is the perfect example of someone that people are quick to judge as like, oh, he's making fusion, or he's ruining Mexican food, or he's coming up with shit that like he's ruining it, right? He's coming up with some chingaderas. When in actuality, most of the stuff he's doing has already been done in Mexico. Like, so that Black Al Pastor, it's actually it's a marinade used with black chiles that are also burnt. It's an ancient Mayan recipe that he learned from his stepfather, who's Mayan, straight up speaks Mayan and everything. So it's like it's centuries old, this recipe. So people are like, oh, you're just trying to make something trendy because his whole theme is goth and rock and all that bullshit.
Oh, we don't know anything about
This shit
that.
looks this shit looks delicious. I don't care what anybody
Yeah.
says.
So people are like, oh, you're just you're fucking up Al Pastor. Like, nah, bro. Like, this is actually more ancient than Al Pastor itself.
Yeah.
So
This is the daddy. This is Al Pastor's daddy right here.
Yeah.
He does like hamburger tacos, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what are you doing? Like, you're just fucking around now." Like, well, Mexico's been doing hamburger tacos for a long time.
Yeah.
So
He sounds ultimate goth to me.
yeah.
Some ancient Mayan shit right there, dude. This is what fucking Babe is fucking ordering up in the fucking nether regions and shit.
We got Mario, our
ancient
goth specialist, expert.
Goth or emo? Nah,
shit. All of it.
Yeah. Emo goth.
Is it sad or evil? And Mario's there.
Yeah. Does it make you cry and throw up blood?
Yeah, but that guy's crazy. He took lengua and he put them all on the trompo. He's got the trompo de lenguas. He's got the ice cream trompo, like you mentioned, which is he's using dry ice and puts.
That was
on
at
a
your
spit.
Taco Mania.
Taco Madness, yeah.
Taco Madness, yeah.
So he does all kinds of crazy shit, and he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always good to see people, think outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Not always have to do the same
Right, what am I
thing.
going to do? The same shit all these other 10,000 other motherfuckers are doing?
Everyone's
No.
doing the same tacos, bro. Like, who knows? It might be your next favorite taco.
Especially if you know something.
Yeah.
You're like, I know how to do this. It's like, well, we should do it, right? Let's
And
fucking-
especially, like you said, it's not just he's just trying to create shit just to create shit. Like, it's actually something that he's actually passing on to the next generation. And, hey, this is like old school shit.
Knowledge that was given to him,
And it fits his motif because it's
Yeah,
rock
it's
and roll.
black, as black as night. I looked at it. It's
let me
legitimately
see,
black.
Johnny. What you got?
It's black as fuck.
Black as my soul?
I don't know if it's that black.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Pretty black.
It is a Mario of tacos, though.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, I'm interested.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's a great flavor.
Give me 4 Sad Boy tacos to go, please.
I want him to do some like black birria tacos or some shit, you know.
Some goth birria.
God birria.
It's just the adobada that he has,
Yeah.
right? He can put it on anything. And
Put it on anything then.
He actually put it on pulpo. He's got a pulpo
What?
trompo.
Yeah. I seen the pulpo
He's got an
trompo.
octopus trompo too.
Shit.
Called the Poseidon. He actually does on Friday nights. He does a whole, what do you call it? Omakase type of style. Like all you can eat tacos for like 25 or 35 bucks or
What
something
the
like that.
fuck?
And it's just like whatever taco he's gonna serve you. That's it. Like so you done with it, he'll give you another taco. And I'm like, fool, you're so fucking crazy and rock and roll. Don't call it omakase. Call it kamikaze. So that's what he calls it now, the kamikaze.
Shit.
Eat till you die.
Is there anything outside of like traditional kind of foods? I mean, do you enjoy yourself a McDonald's sundae or a fucking Big Mac? Because I just do. Like the other day, I got a hankering, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go get I don't know why a fillet of fish." Because as a kid,
Yeah.
you know, it's ash, you know, and you have all that fucking, you know, Lent,
Yeah.
and that's what you got on Fridays.
Man, there's times I've had a mean old craving for just like a regular double cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke from McDonald's. Because I mean, that's just fucking the best of the best of the best.
Yeah,
Right?
OG.
OG. Yeah. Best Coke, best fries, best double cheeseburger. Like, I mean, it's just fucking unbeatable.
You know what's really good? They're orange high C, and they're the only ones that sell it.
Yeah.
I remember when they were getting rid of it, and it was on the news. Oh, this Friday's the last day they're gonna have it. I went, dude, got a cup, bought it, and sat there and drank like 4 full ones. That was it. That shit's that good, bro. I don't drink. I mean, I haven't had one since then, but I don't drink. I haven't had a soda in 3 years, but I would come back for one of those high C's, man.
Yeah.
That shit was tasty.
Well, they do have their own formula, and so does
Yeah.
Disneyland. So, I mean, it's extra addictive, guys.
They do have their own Coke and Diet Coke.
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
extra carbonated, and they use real sugar than the
Yeah.
high fructose.
That's
Yeah.
all it is. Just
Well,
real sugar.
the Coke and McDonald's both say that there's nothing that they do special for McDonald's. That McDonald's just handles it like they're like they do it how you're supposed to do it. That's how it's supposed to taste. It's like, man, fuck you. There's no way all around the world, all these 16-year-olds that work at McDonald's are like, oh, well, be sure to do the Coke right. You know what I mean? That's not.
They can't get the ice cream machine to work, but
they
they got the Coke
But
right.
they're perfect at all the drinks. Like, get the fuck out of here. That is not what's happening. You know, it's just not.
They have their own special way of transporting it with special solenoids and their own technology for both McDonald's and Disneyland. Their own version of however it needs to
And I even heard
hook up.
Disney gets it for free.
Yeah, no, originally.
What?
Yeah, originally they would get it for free.
I don't know what it is now, but they were given that.
Nothing's for free now.
Just like Doritos got it. Doritos are a Disneyland invention.
Wait, what?
Doritos got invented for Disneyland.
Really?
Yes.
Never heard that.
Yep. What is this? Poseidon.
I mentioned it. Evil Cooks has that trompo with the octopus on it. And
Oh, I just saw that too. I was trying
Yeah.
to show him the
black trompo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, a fucking trompo full of fucking tentacles.
Yeah.
And you got
Evil.
Mariscos Jalisco and Cuatro Vientos who are like right next to each other, and there's like beef there. It's like the chicken and egg. Who came first with the taco dorado,
Sure.
the shrimp, and also the Poseidon. Which actually the Poseidon, I think Mariscos Jalisco had it first, and then Cuatro Vientos started doing it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, they've always had
love
that
it.
competition next to
I
each
love
other.
the battles.
What's up with some? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's only where I go, but I hate when some of these marisco spots don't clean the shrimp, bro.
Oh,
Oh, they give you the shit tube, man.
Dude, there's
Man,
one.
come on.
Tacos el
Name and
paisa.
shame, name and shame.
Tacos el
El
mariscos el
Panza?
no mariscos el paisa in Norwalk, bro. And my cousins love that spot. And they be getting the shrimp, and it has its. I'm
Dark.
like, oh, come on,
Dark,
man.
right down the middle, dark.
You know what? That ain't too much different from getting your shrimp from any of these boiling crab places, kicking crab.
That's why I don't eat it.
It's the same shit. And
I don't need it, man.
Really?
And you know what? Fucking delicious. And I'll eat that motherfucker.
Mario loves shrimp
nonstop.
shit. He
Yeah.
loves shrimp
Give me that
shit.
shrimp shit
shitter.
all day. I took Steve once and like he got all like we never went back and then later on I can't do the shrimp heads. I'm like what? But now I hear it's the shrimp shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of it.
It's the head shrimp shit.
Mario wants all of Mario's like, keep
Yeah,
the
you give the
head
head,
on
suck it on
there,
the heads.
keep the head, keep them shit tubes, keep it all.
yeah.
Gives
well,
it all the fucking flavor, bro. What the fuck?
Mario's fucking
Yeah, it all
an
depends on
animal.
where they get their shrimp, man. I mean, there's this.
I get mine from
I
the
learned
ocean.
a lot about kosher.
No, the ocean. That's where I get mine from the ocean.
So in
That's that good shit.
Downey, there's actually an indoor shrimp farmer, and we did a whole report and a video on this guy. He's making it. He's got like these fucking big ass tanks in the warehouse, and he's like from babies to like big, And I asked him, like, what's up with the shrimp shit? You know, do you eat this shit? Is it safe? He's like, well, he's like, when they're ready to harvest, we'll purge them. We won't feed them until they shit it all out, and then they're clean, and then we sell them out clean like that. Because it does affect the flavor. He's like, you know, the feed we give them, you'll taste it if it's in the shit.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, so he's like, I have to eat the feed myself. He's like, so before he feeds it to the shrimp, he tastes the feed himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
but
for every single shrimp, or
No,
just
the
the batch
feed
of
that, feed that he's giving
the
them.
feed that he's giving them. So, but he was like, I was like, so, but you know, how harmful is it, like, to eat the shrimp shit? He's like, it's actually not that harmful.
You can eat shit.
Well, I heard
You know
not
what I mean?
that harmful.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well,
it
I'm
doesn't-
sure
it's
if
like-
you eat a pile of it, it's
But
not going to be.
ceviche
you know?
is all that. And then not only that, but I'm the guy that's going to eat it, and I'm the guy
Sure.
that got fucked up.
The doctor be like, you're looking at your charts, and he's like, "Did you eat ceviche?" You're like, "I knew it." Yeah.
By the way, they starved the shrimp. Sounds pretty fucking bad. Is that even kosher?
Yeah.
Downy guy? What the fuck?
I just that's good. You know, they're losing money because they're not fattening them up. You know what I mean? They're shrinking
But
them
they're
down.
clean.
Right.
They're clean.
What I'm
They're
saying.
clean.
Exactly. That's more important. They're shrinking them down and selling them clean.
But I mean,
yeah.
but if they don't eat for a week, don't they shrivel up even more? Is their insides eating away themselves?
Nah, he says it takes like a
You don't
day
know about
for them to
shrimp?
clean out.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking Johnny. Do you know about
Yeah, I
shrimp?
know.
Well, he said it takes about a day.
Yeah, it's not like
day.
he's there
Yeah,
for
they're fasting.
Oh, okay.
Intermittent fasting.
yeah, basically.
So I've never had a downy shrimp before because all of the other ones I've had are fucking have shitted
What about a
up.
Compton shrimp? You had a Compton
I
shrimp?
never had well, I have a Compton deep fry shrimp, but yeah.
Do you ever go out there and taste barbecue?
Yeah, love barbecue. I did a whole road trip tasting barbecue. Yeah.
But how about like here? Because there's like a
Yeah.
lot of spots that have popped up. Like you have Heritage down south, Orange County.
delicious.
You have out here. You have the Compton. There's a guy in Compton now that's doing it.
Yeah, I haven't had him
JB.
yet. Compton barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got our boy SS Barbecue. He's always in the
Big
he's,
Sam.
he's always in
I haven't
the
had him
chat.
there. Yeah.
SS Barbecue, A's Barbecue out of East LA, Moons, Mooncraft.
Mooncraft is great.
A's, I went to A's one time. It was pop up, and the reason I went is because they had Al Pastor.
Sausages.
No, the
hamburger?
burnt ends,
Oh, the burnt ends.
bro.
Yeah. A's, I love A's.
I ate those motherfuckers in the truck. I couldn't go. I was like, I bought a whole pack thing, to take to the pad to share with everybody, and I was like, man, this shit smells too
showed up
good.
empty-handed.
I went like that, and I was like, oh, no one's getting these. No one's getting
Let
these.
me pull over real quick.
Oh,
Just
bro.
eat right here.
Did you have his ribs?
I've had the ribs.
The tamarindo glazed ribs?
Not the tamarindo.
What?
Yeah, they're tamarindo glazed.
Dude, but those burnt ends that were the al pastor, oh God. And then their rajas mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was
That's just brilliant.
fire.
Rajas mac and cheese is just brilliant. I mean, why not?
Yeah. My God, that shit was bomb.
Yeah,
Their
A's is one of my
chicken,
favorites.
their turkey. People are like, oh, turkey's dry. I had theirs, dude. And I haven't had their smash burgers. I know they do those once in a while.
Yeah.
And their tortillas I haven't had.
He's got a birria smash burger.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's really fucking good with a little fucking vial stabbed into it with the consomme.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I used to get tortillas from? I used to order tortillas from Texas, from Flores, Tortilla Flores out there.
Okay.
And they were shipping them for a while, and then after the pandemic, they stopped.
Were they flour
Was it
ones?
worth it getting?
Flour.
Was
Oh,
it worth
yeah.
getting it shipped out?
Yeah,
Were they like thick and chewy, like Mission style, or what?
No, they were like OG, like home. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like homemade. Like my dad used to make them. My dad was born in Bourne Park, and he used to make them. His mom, they're all from Southern California, and his mom would wake up and she'd make a stack for the day.
Nice.
That's it. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, those are your tortillas for the day. And then his mom got sick, so my dad was the one that was taking care of his family. So he liked tortillas enough to learn how to make
He's
them.
like, yo, we got it. What? We're not gonna.
Yeah, see, that's
We're not gonna have tortillas. Like, no,
I gotta
I'll
make them.
them.
And he was an army brat, so he went to the army. When he came back, he was taking care of his family, and he would make them. And I remember there's two things that woke me up Saturday mornings: WWF
Yeah.
and the sound of my dad's ring hitting his metal little tube that he had to make the
no shit.
tortillas. And I own both. I own the ring and I own the tube, and I make them to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to bring some next time I'm on the show.
I will. I just
yeah.
made some for what was the holiday? I posted it up. I can't remember which holiday it was. Maybe 4th of July I made some for.
Now, do you use the same recipe, same flour and all that?
I do the same thing, manteca, the whole nine.
Yeah.
The only thing is that the flours changed. There used to be a flour by the name of La Piña.
Okay.
And I went looking for it. I even went online and couldn't find it. And there were people talking about it, like they don't make it anymore, blah, 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 blah. So I can't remember the name of it, but there's this one that everybody was talking about, and it comes in a blue bag with a little guy on it. And I can't remember the name offhand right now. But it was an organic flour, all-purpose, and yeah, they were, because my dad made them thick. Now my tia in Ensenada, she makes them thin. You know, and when I would go there, bro, she make the potatoes straight out of the ground, the beans, the eggs from the chickens right outside, and the tortillas, bro. Come on, man.
Now the ones are so buttery though, like and thin. You can lift them up and almost see through it.
Yeah, that's a big difference. My dad's were thicker, you know, but yeah. So, man, yeah, tortillas, man. That's why you were saying when he was saying earlier, like about how, you know, that's the you know, tortillas making like a big, you know, renaissance here.
Yeah.
I was hoping the same thing because guisados were pretty, like, they were starting to come up, you know?
What's that?
Stews.
Different,
like Mexican
like,
stews.
And mainly breakfast, correct?
No. I mean, they're more common for breakfast.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, in fact, actually, this morning I tried a spot out in East LA called, what's it called? Las Cazuelitas or something like that. Guisado Las Cazuelitas. It's right there on Atlantic. I've been seeing it on the. Yeah, I've been seeing it. And I stopped by and I checked it out. And it was pretty good. But yeah, they had like it's chicharrón prensado. They had like you know, steak with nopalitos. They had chorizo with nopales, chicken with potato. They had an asado de costilla. So I don't know, but yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it very much.
My favorite is huevo con chile.
Oh, dude, that's the best. Dude.
Just like a salsa, a really good salsa red. Some, you know, I like you to get it red with just egg, but the egg is made clumpy, you know, like almost like a scrambled egg.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Shit, dude. Yeah. There's a place in Anaheim called La Reina.
Oh, yeah.
And they make, that's the only thing I go for.
Oh, really?
The salsa with huevo. And I told her, you make it OG. She's like, you know, I made it extra spicy today. And sometimes it's fucking hot.
I don't want that.
Sometimes it's hot.
There's a spot on the west side I like to go to, Venice Bakery. They'll make it as a special sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's so fucking good.
Whenever I see something like that, I'm like, these people are OG. These people are like, are you know, home, trying to do that homemade kind of shit when you do the huevo, you know, con chile.
Yeah.
Because it's so simple.
Yeah. But it's so fucking good.
Yeah. And especially when someone else makes it, and they have, because everyone has their own style of making chile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just found a really good chile. It's called the Bodega. It's off of Orange Thorpe in Fullerton and right in between Magnolia and Berkhurst. And they make their own salsas. And their salsa taquera, I just grabbed it because my friend was having tostadas at his house with chicken. Mm-hmm. And I go, let me take a salsa and let me take, you know, a couple other little things, avocados and shit. So I took them. And I took that salsa, bro. Fuck. I was like, holy shit, I've never had that one, but I made that with eggs the next day, bro. But when you taste, like, when someone makes a good ass salsa, bro.
You're like, I know what I'm going to do with this. I know what I'm going to do with this.
I used to fight people because I'd be like, you know, like, I used to tell people ketchup doesn't belong on eggs. Don't fucking put ketchup on it.
It's fucking weird.
Eggs. Yeah.
Anyone that does that, you guys are fucking weirdos.
Ketchup?
Yeah,
I did
dude.
when I was a kid, a lot.
You're a weirdo.
I love ketchup as a kid, too. I was a big ketchup motherfucker. Yeah. But
Not
as an
okay.
adult, salsa.
Yeah. You gotta have
Salsa.
sauce on the eggs now.
Yeah.
dude.
I put tapatio. That's all.
I'm not a big tapatio guy or cholula or anything. To me, is a good homemade. If you can get a molcajete, even better.
Yeah.
I was in Pénjamo, and there's a place out there called, what's it called? A little rancho outside La Estación.
Okay.
And they do huevos escondidos. So they get a tortilla, and they let it pop, they let it inflate, then they cut it, and then they throw an egg in there.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. Yeah.
And then they fry it. And then
heard this.
they put it down, and they put salsa de molcajete over it. And then they have a big pot of beans and a big pot of carne de puerco con chile. And you can serve yourself. And you just keep ordering how many of those huevos escondidos you want.
No shit.
It is fucking, it's like almost like a reverse or inverted,
omelet.
no, what is it, with the eggs on top of the tortilla?
Like huevo ranchero?
Yeah. Almost like an inverted huevo ranchero.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, they were so good. We were the first people there. We fucked up the whole olla of fucking carne de puerco and the molcajete, bro. Because we kept ordering them, dude.
Hey, yo.
Keep them coming. And then some guys came like, hey, DM, nope, we're out of that. And like, oh, You had to get here,
Yeah,
bro.
sorry, man.
Then a nice hand squeezed orange juice.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom.
Damn.
Yeah. I actually lost weight when I went to Mexico.
Yeah, because you're eating good fucking food, man.
Right?
Quality.
Yeah.
And
Not
then
processed.
and not only that, but the serving sizes are way different.
Sure.
I got a burrito. This shit was like
Yeah.
thin, you know. Here, your burrito's fucking like
Got
that.
2 tortillas. Yeah.
A little bit of that San Francisco burrito too, man. There's fucking everything in the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And over there it was like, you know, like
Nah,
I
just
you
like
said.
a little bit of frijoles, some queso, some stew, and that's it.
Yeah, that was it. And then you taste it, and then because you don't want to eat a lot of one thing, and then you go walking over here and you go to the next spot.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get with this, and then you get that taster, and then you go over here. Oh, gordita, and then you go over here and you get a raspado
Bro, you're making me hungry. Fool.
with their handmade. You know, like what kind you want? De limon, and they right there, bro. All natural.
They pull out the little fucking square thing.
Yep.
And they fucking stick their fingers in there.
Yeah, man, it was so good. And just walking around and just enjoying all that shit.
This will D-Rotten coming in with the New Jersey food. So we gotta get chopped cheese.
What the fuck is chopped cheese? Never heard of that. D, what is chopped cheese?
The bacon and cheese.
Yo,
Bacon,
Memo,
egg, and
let's
cheese on a
explore
roll with
Guatemala
ketchup.
food.
Oh, what the fuck? You had me all the way up to ketchup, D.
And burritos don't need rice. That is correct. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm not bummed if there's no rice. you
My
know?
burritos are only meat and meat alone.
That's it?
That's it. No other bullshit inside of it.
No crema?
No.
Nothing?
There's a place in East LA called Sabroso, and all they make is chicharron. Have you been there?
El Sabroso? I
Yeah.
have not been there. I know what you're talking about, though.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The
The big ass pieces, too, right?
Dude, they have different styles, but they have these big cazuelas inside, and it's all $13 a pound, no matter what you get. So you just get two. You get your gloves, you get your bag, and you get your tongs, and you fucking fill it up. They don't sell nothing else. Oh, they sell a little bit of carnitas, but they're known for the chicharron. The first time I went, I like the chicharron that has a little bit of grasa on it. I don't know what kind that would be.
Like a little bit of pork fat on it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not the meat one, the one that doesn't have the meat on it.
Yeah, it's just chicharron.
Chicharron, right?
Yeah.
I had it in my bag. I was driving. Like, I had just got on the freeway, and I said, you know me, I'm gonna sneak a bite in.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, what time is it? I'm gonna turn around. But it was just like that time in traffic where you turn around,
Yeah, you're done.
it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was so like, fuck.
You're basically talking about the pork belly cut of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. It was so fucking good.
I want to turn around.
Dude, because I knew, bro, how good it was, and it was gonna be gone. So I was like, I can go back right now. I'm right here, but the time tells me that I will be in 2 hours traffic. Is it worth it? And I almost did it, but I was like, fuck.
Wasn't worth it.
Nah, not 2 hours.
He'll never find
LA
out.
traffic, 2 hours. But I've been back, though. I have been back.
All
And
right.
it's fucking, to me, it's one of the best chicharrones around.
Yeah. I mean, chicharron, it's hard to fuck up chicharron, though.
I don't know, man. I've been to some spots where it's like,
They did. They tried their hardest.
They tried their hardest to fuck it up, and they succeeded. There used to be a place in Santana called El Toro, and they used to make the best chicharron. And it just depends who's making it, you know. And guys come and go, and you know, for a while it was not that great, and it's come back.
I love places where like there's better cooks. You look at it like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's not the dude, man. We got to come back. The dude.
And then sometimes you can tell by just looking at it. You're like, it doesn't have that color where it's like that crunchiness on it, you know.
There's this one dude in Lincoln Heights that just pops up there, him and his brother, and they make them fucking bomb ass chicharron, though. It's like crispy, but still tender with the pork belly inside. Oh, my God.
And then the meat.
Yeah.
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 Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, D's on here telling us that chopped cheese is chopped meat with yellow cheese cut up on a grill. You put on a long roll with lettuce, tomato, and ketchup.
I thought he said catch up. I thought he was telling us catch up. Well, you don't know what it's. Well, yeah, that's
Oh,
catch
yeah.
up.
They almost wrote cat soup.
Like, what do you talk to text right now? What's going on?
And Louis on here is trying to start some fights and shit. He's like, who the hell puts fucking lettuce on a burrito?
You know what's
Del
the,
Taco.
yeah, the worst part of lettuce on a burrito?
Everything?
Well, yeah. But then when the lettuce is bad, too, it's like, oh, man, they put this on here and it tastes like shit.
Or when like it's too wet, like they just washed it.
Yeah. It tastes like dirt. It's like, dude, this is dirt lettuce. What is happening?
For a long time, I wouldn't eat Del Taco when I was younger because it had lettuce. Well, what the fuck is that?
Sure.
Yeah.
But and then, you know, Del Taco, Taco Bell, Del Taco's better.
I mean, because they got French fries.
They actually have real beans. They don't fucking. It's not rehydrated. Shit.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
This
Del
fool
Taco.
Steve fucked me up to about Del Taco and Taco Bell. I was making fun of my cousins from New Jersey because we were having tortillas. And I was like, and he was just like eating it. These are all the white people. And I was like, let me put that on the grill for you. Like, let me if I can put it on the stove. And he's like, no, I like them cold. And I was like, no, you don't. Like, no one likes them cold. And Steve's like, yo, Taco Bell, El Pollo Loco, all these places, they have tortillas cold. And I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, they do. I was like, maybe he really does like it cold. Well, that's the only way he's had it, you know? I was like,
They technically heat it up, but it
But you
gets
know
cold
what
too
but-
because all the lettuce they put on it.
and they're not putting it on the fire.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not there where even if you put it on a comal, when you leave it and it has a little browning on it and you get it
Yeah.
warm.
I need the bubbles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need the bubbles.
I need the bubbles.
I need all that
Yeah,
shit.
I can't do it. And there's even Mexican spots that just heat them up really quick. And it's like, this isn't cooked yet, dog.
No.
Yeah, you gotta cook
I-
it.
Yeah,
man.
I'll take it home and I'll put it on my comal for a while, you know, and then fucking hit it.
I'm trying to remember. It's Cafe something. They actually do freshly pressed tortillas right in front of you. There's this lady on the fucking grill, like just making them and shit. So
You know what I
legit.
do like a lot is tacos al vapor or the canasta. And I know there's a difference.
I mean, it's like, how do I explain it? Like, tacos de canasta is a style of tacos de vapor.
That's what I say.
That's the best way I can explain it.
Because isn't it in the bag and then you put it in and then it just, the heat is what cooks them.
Yeah, so that's
the vapors.
specifically a taco de canasta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because tacos al vapor is just any, like a marinade, right? Adobada. Like al pastor is an adobada, like we were talking about earlier. Al vapor is just cooked with steam. So you have either like the traditional Guadalajara style, which is like it's all on the steam table. It's all cooked with steam, like the meat from the cow head. Cachete, labios, lengua, sesos, if they have it. But that's all like on a steam table open. Even the tortillas are steamed, right? The canasta is a type of steam cooking it because they put it all in a basket and then they put like hot oil in there. And then the hot oil just kind of steams it up. They close it up and then that cooks it with the steam inside of the basket. So it's still al vapor, but it's a different style. It's a, you know. Whatever.
Yeah,
So,
I've been seeing a lot of those pop up of people, you know, coming up with the tacos al vapor or tacos. I go to this spot at Tito's.
it's usually like the same few people.
Yeah, I go to the one in Santana, and it's called Tito's El Especial. But I'll usually get the potato or the chicken or the bean. Their beans are made with manteca, so man, they're fucking fire. They're refried. But the beef always tastes like a tamal because I think it has almost the same kind of like sauce or the marinade.
Yeah, it's
So it has like
marinated.
kind of like a tamal flavor because of the corn tortilla stuff. So I stay away from those. But al vapor, the bean ones, man. Then sometimes I'll order like a little beans to go, bro. When you can find a good beans made with manteca, refried,
Yeah.
and
The
you can make
secret's the manteca, man. That's the secret.
and you can make tortillas.
Yeah.
So whenever I make tortillas, I make sure the day before to go get myself
some beans.
Go get those beans, put them in, put a little bit more manteca in them to get them really, really, really chinitos. Fucking put them on the side, and then start making tortillas. Oh my goddaughters.
Do you put the ring on when you roll them?
Yes, I do.
You do? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I knew you did without even asking. That you
Yep.
fucking like.
I had
It's
to.
part of the process.
No, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what? After my parents passed away, I always thought, like, what can I do to feel as close as I could to them again? So those are the one things doing that. And with my mom, she was from Pénjamo, Guanajuato, and there in the Jardín, which is the center of town, and they have a tree, almost like a little park sort of, you know, and the people gather, sell stuff, food and everything. There's these garbanzos.
Yeah.
They're known for garbanzos. It's like a bean, and then they roast them and or steam them, and you just pop them, and you know they're like, what would they be like? Just like a garbanzo bean.
Like
It's a garbanzo
beans,
bean.
yeah.
So it's a garbanzo bean, and she ate them all. She would tell stories about her and her friends sitting there and talking and looking, and you know meeting the boys and shit and eating their bag. So when I went for the first time in like 30 some odd years, I went and grabbed my bag, sat down, and just was like
Looked
talking to her, bro.
Looked at boys.
Looked at boys, talked to her, and just stay marker bandos, man. And hope she was listening.
Hell yeah.
And then the next thing I need to do is keep losing weight and then jump out of an airplane like my dad used to. He used to
Your
jump
dad
out of
just
planes.
got like in the military or just for fun?
Military, and then after Vietnam, he was stationed in South Korea, and he started a jumping club, and he would jump out of planes all the time. And I always asked him, "Were you scared?" He goes, "Every fucking time." He goes, "I'm jumping out of a fucking plane."
It's so funny.
Did you see that dude that jumped out of a plane and made himself a taco?
Hilarious.
No, you didn't see that?
I had to make tortillas of jumping out of a plane, bro.
This guy jumped out of a plane, let go of the parachute, and then he fucking has a little fanny pack. He starts making himself a taco.
Damn.
He had a taco on the way down.
A friend of mine started skydiving like in her late 20s, and she'd never like done any kind of sports or jumping out of plane was the most athletic thing she'd ever done in her life. So she starts doing it and loves it and starts going all the time. Is like gonna wants to become an instructor, is doing all this shit, jumping by herself. And then one day she jumps by herself, she has a rough landing, and she knocked the wind out of herself. But she had never knocked the wind out of herself. So it feels like you're dying, And she was all by herself in the middle of the field and knocked the wind out of herself. It was like laying there for 45 seconds that feels like 20 minutes where she can't breathe. And then when she finally breathed, she was like, "I'm never doing this again." And she quit after that. I was like, that knocking the wind out of yourself is like not that big of a deal. That shit happens all the time. She's like, "Fuck you." Like, now I'm never doing that again. It's like,
Yeah, he used to jump, so that's one of my things. But besides
Have you ever done it before?
No, I'm too heavy. I think you have to be under 185 or something like that. I mean 285.
I was like, I can't do it
No,
either.
285. I think it's like 285 to be able to tandem jump. And you have to tandem jump your first jump.
Yeah.
Memo, why did you not include
El Momo
on your top carnitas this time?
Well, El Momo doesn't like us, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's beef there, so.
Oh,
yeah.
There's beef and pork.
There's beef with El
damn,
Momo,
They got
so.
fucking chivas, too.
Yeah, so.
They make chivo.
Yeah.
They started making chivo, too.
The birria?
Yeah, birria, yeah.
Yeah, they brought it. I think that used to do it. Yeah, there's just beef there. We'll get into it. But, yeah, they don't like us. They're like, keep our names out of your mouth. We're like, all right.
Cool.
No problem.
Thanks, Louis.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing up old shit, bro. I was going to ask you if you thought they were good, but I guess I would just leave it like that.
They're good. I like that. I like them. I enjoyed their carnitas. There's no knock on their food, man. Their food is great. So, but there's just some old beef there. Not between me personally, but they take it out on me. So it's all good. So
It always sucks when you get to be the in between of
Like,
beef.
oh, cool. This is
Yeah.
for me, too?
Like,
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, we're friends, but like I didn't do nothing. Like that, you know what? That's like hood shit. Oh, you live on that street? Well, cool, dog. Like I'm renting.
I tried to tell my fucking roommate. So we live in condos, and the people next to us, there's like gangsters that live over there. And my roommate accidentally spit on this chick and their baby. They had a newborn baby. Spit off the balcony and hit the chick and the baby, where she was like, "Did you just spit on me?" And I was like, And so I know we're at war now. Like, we're at war with these fucking neighbors. And I go, "I can't believe you got me involved in this shit." And he was like, "You're not involved?" And I was like, "Boy, I live here. I'm involved." They don't know, like, what our relationship is. All they know is I live in the house where the dude that spit on the chick lives. I was like, I'm involved. So we squashed it. It got squashed over Newports. But I was just saying that I understand, being involved in shit you're not involved in.
You have some really classy neighbors if you squash it with some Newports.
You know what I mean? Well,
Newport
they banned
100s?
Well, they banned them. So, you got it. When you come back from Nevada and you got fucking menthol cigarettes, you're the hero of the block.
So hey, tacos or carnitas el Momo. Memo did not spit on you. All right? He did not spit. He just lives in the place that someone spit on you.
Right.
Chill out, bro. It ain't that crazy. You make good carnitas. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like
it's all
some
good.
carnitas.
Are there people that get pissed off if you don't put them on your list?
Of course.
Because I know. Remember last time you came, you're like, "Hey, I never talk shit on anybody." Like I won't say like, even if it was bad, I won't be like, fuck, this shit sucks.
Yeah, I won't write a negative review on a
Yeah.
small business.
Yeah, because you don't want to, fuck up their.
And maybe they had a bad day or whatever the fuck, like so. It's
That's what you're out there. You're not out there trying to take money out of people's pockets. Like, that's not.
If it is like a multi-million-dollar corporation trying to start some bullshit, then I'll go talk some shit, right? But if it's just a mom and pop trying to do the best they can, I mean, maybe their food's not that great, but it's okay. Let them do what they do. They have their clientele. Let them have their clientele. I'm not gonna tell people don't go there.
But people do hate on you.
Oh yeah. You know what happens a lot too is it's funny, like when especially it's happened a few times where like I've written about somebody, or like covered them and like kind of gave them a little shout out and give them some business or whatever, that they get mad when I don't go back or like include them on anything else. It's like like, what do you want me to do? Like, you want to include you on everything? Like,
yeah.
You'll be back in the mix. Relax.
Yeah,
Like,
well, you have to come up with something new.
Right.
And I got to keep going around, like it's hard for me to go back to a spot again and again.
Here we are, week 4. Back, like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, just like BIRRIA Mania this weekend, you said there's a lot of newcomers.
Yeah.
The only one that's going to be there, retain or like, defending his titles, Teddy's Red Tacos.
Oh, the champ's got to come back.
Yeah.
The champ's got to come back.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so he has to come back, and everyone else can be new. But yeah, people, that sucks, man.
So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of competition. I get it. People take things personally. Like, people take things way too personally sometimes.
Yeah.
They're just like, bro, just like chill out. Just because I mentioned somebody else doesn't mean like you're.
I'm not throwing shit on you.
Yeah, or I'm not trying to ignore you. It's like there's so many taqueros, there's so many vendors in LA. And I try my best to like go around and try them all and give them all some love, and it's kind of become a responsibility now in a way.
Yeah.
Which is like puts a little pressure on me to like try to be diverse and include people.
Yeah, there's over 10,000 applications that haven't been fucking read yet.
I've had like DMs like where people are like, because my DMs get loaded, dude, and like my DM requests are just full. Like taqueros that want me to go try their food, and it's like I don't get to them because it's a shitload of taqueros. And when I do finally start going through them, it's like I'll just give them a heart, right? Like a little, like I saw it or whatever.
I like it.
I've had somewhere like, well, fuck you then.
Don't you ever show up.
All right, okay, I won't show up.
Don't spit on my baby.
Well, fuck you in your reviews then. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, all right, fuck me.
Well, you heard it here first, guys.
You see me give you a heart? I didn't fucking give you a thumbs down. I gave you a heart.
And guys, you have to, this guy can only eat 3 times a day.
How many tacos this motherfucker's supposed to eat?
Yeah.
God damn.
7 days a week, 3 times a day. Like, he'll get around to you. He'll get around.
You paying for that gas? What's your problem? Fucking relax.
And he pays for his own tacos.
Yeah, and this was not taking no free food, driving around to all you assholes, not putting out no negative reviews. Get off his goddamn back, man. What's your problem?
Yeah. Jesus
That's
Christ.
whoever, if I'm talking to you, you know who you are.
Johnny's spitting all over everybody right now.
I'm spitting on your babies, man.
Johnny does like to spit, though, when he
I
fights.
do like to spit, so I'm not...
Favorite thing.
But yeah, man, even with like the micheladas, everyone wants to be a part of it. But then you start saying, well, hey, can you fill out these papers, health papers? And then it goes silent.
God damn, what?
Yeah. Or you're like, hey, you have to pay for your health permit. What? I got to pay? Like, yeah, dog. This is an event. This is not a fucking.
It's not a
It's
backyard
not a backyard.
boogie.
Yeah, this is an event, and it takes money to put this shit on.
Yeah, and we pride ourselves on being like vendor friendly too. Like, you go to fucking like Golden Voice and all that, they're charging 35-40% commissions. And on top of that, charging a booth fee still, like $3,000.
So they're charging a booth fee plus a cut, plus a big cut?
Yeah, dude, they fucking
God
rate
damn.
these vendors all the time.
My friend does shaved ice, Hawaiian style, and she did the 626. It was over $1,000 per day, plus like 20% of what she did, and she still made money. But I was like, God damn, people get pissed off when we charge like a couple $100.
Yeah.
And that's just for the fucking health department.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's other people, dude.
You're covering costs, not charging them.
And then there's other, michelada events that are charging $500, and they're not complaining there.
Right.
But because we've had this same thing always, they're always like, "Oh, why did it go up $50?" Well, because they're charging $50. I'm not gonna pay for your health permit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not asking you for a percentage of this or that. We've kept our tickets like super low, man. And we've always tried to do a 17 and under free. Fucking the booth fees are fucking super cheap, and but it's hard.
Yeah.
And people still complain.
And it gets harder when no matter what you do, people are still going to complain.
Well,
like, why should I be cool? Why should I do all this shit when people are going to complain no matter what?
Really quick, one of my favorite is like, hey, can I bring in my own ice chest with beer?
Yeah.
Like, what? What? I mean, you didn't just ask that, bro. Come on.
Why are you even gonna go? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hang out.
Yeah, I just want to go hang out and take my kid to watch Lucha Libre.
What's going on in the message board?
Jefferson and Avalon. Have you been there? Spot.
Jefferson. Trying to go to my mental map. Jefferson and Avalon. What's there? The best barbacoa I've ever had. I put my beard on the line.
put his beard on the line.
Name. It's Jefferson and Avalon. I did a barbacoa list. Is that in South Central? Jefferson. Where the fuck is Avalon? I'm spacing out. Is that on? Let me look at the map real quick.
And what about who's got the best michelada, Steve?
Tell
them where they can find out. Tell them where they can find out.
It's up to like what you like. Honestly, some people like a lot of mix. Some people don't like a lot of mix. Some people like lime. Some people don't. Some people like tomatoes. No tomatoes. It's all your preference, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, I know who he's talking about. I have been there, and they're included. I'm pretty sure those are the guys that are included in my historic South Central's best tacos list.
Are there any new lists you're working on right now? Any new things that you're trying out?
Yeah, I'm kind of going. I'm still doing the taco thing, but I'm also, because I'm a landscaper. The publication wants me to start writing more about plants because that's kind of a thing now. People want to know more about plants, and so I'm gonna start like a plant and garden column. So yeah, I'm working on a list for plants and stuff for Metro. But as far as taco lists, not right now. We got taco lists and getting covered by other folks. I'm mostly just kind of doing some.
Did
features.
that, man? You need to do that.
Yeah,
no
just
more.
features right now. So any good new spots, I'll just do a feature on them. So yeah.
Are the plants that they can also have like medicinal style plants, like like the ones we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'll put it on the list. But yeah, that's a good idea for one. Medicinal plants that you can use.
Stuff that grandmas used to pick out and give you and rub on your face or make a tea out of.
Yeah.
When you swallow the chicle here, it's a fucking
Rub an onion on your foot and
hey, the red onions on your feet. Put your socks on at night, man. It'll get rid of a chest inflammation. Yo, dog, like.
Wait, so you put the onions in your socks?
You put red onions on your feet and you put
have
your
to put
socks over
so you have to
them,
wear
sleep
socks to
over
sleep.
at night, and it will cure your.
Oh man.
Hey, look it. People were doing it before before there was medicine.
Yeah.
That shit worked.
That was medicine.
You know what my grandma did one time when I was like, I had like a real bad flu, a stomach infection. I was just like puking my ass off. She fucking laid me down. She put a big old bandage and towel under me. She then cracked the fucking egg on my belly button. She got alcohol de caña, like real hardcore sugarcane alcohol. Rubbed that shit on my belly. And then she got a fucking piece of bread and just put it over the egg. And then she wrapped it. Man, I fucking cured. I woke up the next day like a fucking champ. It still fucking blows my mind.
With breakfast already.
Yeah, like fucking, I was like, did I eat that shit through my belly button? Like, what the fuck?
Wait,
it
was
go
gone?
Huh?
It was gone?
It was gone. I was like, the fuck? Just the bread was there, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck happened to the egg?
Bro.
It absorbs it.
That's D. Rotten's scrambled eggs right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me see.
Gorilla Mall in Alhambra. Have you been there?
No, I haven't been there.
I had them at the Big
Oh,
Four.
wait, the truck.
Yeah.
The truck.
Well, they have the brick
a
and
store
mortar now. Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I tried them for the first time when they did the grilled cheese.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was their big thing. It was
like-
at the Big Four.
Like a sandwich that's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
And then a beef patty. And
With
then
the
another,
fixings,
and then another grilled cheese sandwich.
underneath. Yeah.
And then that's the burger.
And then they had like I think it was called a Pantera or something like that. It was a peanut butter and jelly, but with the burger in it.
Dude, these food monstrosities, man.
But this was a while back. This was when the Big Four was done over there in Indio at Coachella, and they were in the back, and holy shit, man, that was good.
Yeah, I had them right before I started writing, and it was basically like heart attack food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was
They
basically
were
like
making like
munchies,
these
drunk food, yeah.
huge tater tots. And dude, they were like cheese inside. Like they got crazy. And they have a brick and mortar now, which is pretty good. Yeah.
The best michelada is just you get a Modelo and then you put some clamato in it, and then that's it.
Hey, when I used to go to Santa Fe Street and Swami, bro, me and my homegirl always used to take in some clamato picante, bro, and that's all we did. That's the OG, man.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's the OG. Well, that's actually called enclamatonada, so it's not even a michelada. A michelada is ice, salt, lemon, beer, and a little bit of maybe sometimes tapatio or whatever.
Oh, really?
That's it.
That's a chelada.
Yeah, chelada. And then that's where they sort of everything came fused up and became michelada. And then people started putting ceviche on it.
They're like, now we want to
Fucking
put
sliders and a pizza and
exactly.
shit. Yeah.
There was a guy that used to do nachos, dude. Yeah, Snuck Products. You haven't been back, bro. Come back. He used to always. He had esquite on top. He had fucking nachos on. And that fool would always do crazy shit. Crazy shit. But
Cevicheladas though, those the bomb though.
yeah. Cevicheladas, they're always good. That was good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what, bro? Just taste them. You know that'll give you something to do, Luis. Just taste all of them.
You're three or four deep. They're gonna all taste delicious.
And then you can come back and tell us what your top three are.
go to the Michelada Rumble.
Yeah.
But
this weekend, this Saturday, you're going to be going out to BIRRIA Mania, Santa Anita, 12 noon. The live racing will be there, Lucha Libre, the top birria chosen by, of course, LA Taco and our boy here, Memo Torres.
We'll have micheladas there too.
Yeah, there'll be micheladas. There'll be, I already said the horse racing and music. Do you guys have any performers, anything?
Yeah, I believe we're going to have some performers. We'll have DJs, and it's going to be a whole event, show. Yeah.
So make sure to get out there. Gate 6, free parking.
Oh, shit, Gate 6.
Always free parking at Gate 6 off Colorado Place.
Yeah.
And what are they charging to get in on Saturday?
Well, there's special ticket packages online. If you get them right now, you get a discount, plus you get food tickets and drink tickets on there.
Okay.
So it's better to get it online before you show up, because then you'll show up and be like, why is it more? It's cheaper online. Well, we fucking got it. You should have gone in online.
Hey, guys, we always tell you that. Always tell you that. Luis, go online. Yeah. Go online and make sure you get your food tickets.
On the internet.
Your drink tickets. And remember, bro, you get the best birria.
Yeah.
You get Lucha Libre. You get the ponies. You get live music. You can meet and greet with Memo.
Beautiful day at Santa Anita.
Beautiful day at Santa Anita, hanging out. And you get to fucking just hang out with your family. Kids in free. Kids
are free.
Kids in free at a certain age. I'm sure they'll tell you when you get there.
5 years old. Anybody?
Under 36 inches.
Plus, it's a good way to, I think a lot of people don't understand there's such diversity when it comes to birria.
Yeah.
You get to try, the whole different spectrum of birria there. So.
You don't have to go out there and fucking risk your life on a corner. Maybe there's a slideshow going on. Those guys burning rubber. They can hit you. No, not here. He's bringing it to you.
There's a gate. You're safe.
Yeah, you're safe.
We bring the sideshow also.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming out. It's the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Where can we find you? Give us all the details.
You can find me on social media as El Dragón de LA or El Dragón de Los Angeles. You can also read me on LA Taco. I also have a guide on your iPhones. If you have an iPhone, open up the maps. I have a food guide on there that I'm hosting.
What?
And you'll hear me on different places like KCRW, the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast, and different places.
And we've had him here once. This is the second time. I'm
There
sure
will
we'll
be a
have
third.
him a third for sure. It's always good talking with him. Make sure to get out there this Saturday, Santa Anita Racetrack, 12 noon, Gate 6 off Colorado, free parking. Support your local street vendors.
God damn it.
This fool.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.